Welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to study about light, reflection and refraction. This chapter is under CBSE Standard 10 syllabus. So in this chapter we are going to study the behavior pattern of light and how the light will bend in refraction and how it will reflect when we are putting in front of the light, the mirrors, the spherical mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirrors. So in detail we are going to study about the nature of the light. So let us start this chapter with the diffraction. So what is a diffraction? So diffraction, if an object on the path of a light becomes very small. If it will become very small, then light has a tendency to bend around it and not walk in a straight line. This effect is known as a diffraction of the light. We know that light travels in a straight line. But the diffraction is a phenomena which tells us something different. That it says that if opaque object is a kind of a translucent object, not completely transparent, not completely intransparent. So if the very small opaque object comes in a path of a light, then light will bend and pass from that. So this behavioral pattern was very difficult to understand in the beginning of 20th century. So scientists were in a dilemma that what will be the nature of the light, because at that time they were believing that light will move in a straight line, but they were not being able to understand the diffraction phenomena of the light. So once the quantum theory came into existence, they got to know about the wave nature of the light, and then all the laws came into the picture, that reflection of the light, refraction of the light, diversion of the light and many more laws. So one by one we are going to study all this law, and in that we have to study the nature of the light with the help of spherical mirrors, concave mirror, convex mirror and some of the lenses. So let us start our chapter with a simple reflection laws. Now let us understand the reflection laws. So what are the reflection laws? That when any plane mirror will reflect any ray of the light, then how it will reflect and based on what all laws it will reflect that beam, and how will be the image out of that reflection. So first law is angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Now first of all, how can we see any object? For example, this is an object and we are seeing this object. Then all the lights will fall on this object and in turn this object will reflect those rays back. Those reflected rays will come to our eye and then we will be able to see the object. At first we will not be able to see the object. That is how the reflection will work, and we will be able to see any object. That first rays of light will fall on that particular object and that object will reflect those rays back, and those reflected rays will come into our eye and we will be able to visualize that object. So that is how it will work. Now here we are talking about two rays, that angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So what is the meaning of this? So angle of incidence is the angle which is formed via incident ray. Incident ray is, for example, this is an object, so ray which will fall on the object, that is known as incident ray. And the way it is falling on the object, it will make one angle over here. It will make one angle over here. This angle is known as angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. So this we are denoting with small I. The incident ray. What is the incident ray? The ray which is falling on the object. So that ray is known as incident ray. Now that ray is falling on the object with certain angle. So that angle is known as angle of incidence. Now in turn, this object will reflect this ray back. Reflect this ray back. So this will also form one angle. This will also form one angle. So that angle is known as angle of reflection. So this is angle of incidence and this is angle of reflection. This is reflected ray. This is reflected ray. This is incidence ray. This is reflected ray. So both the angles will be equal. Both the angles will be equal. So angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. The way in which the angle of incidence will form, similarly the angle of reflection will also be formed. Then second, the incident ray, the normal to the mirror. What is the normal to the mirror? A perpendicular line to the mirror. If we are taking this reflected surface as a mirror, like this, then a normal to a mirror. Normal to a mirror means normal is the perpendicular line to any given object. Normal is a perpendicular line to any given object. So this is a mirror, vertical mirror, then this will be the perpendicular line to that, and this is known as a normal to mirror. This is known as normal to mirror. So incident ray, the ray which will fall on the mirror, that incident ray, then normal to the mirror, then the reflected ray. So the reflected ray back, this is reflected ray. All lie in a same plane. So all lie in a same plane. If we are talking about 2 dimension, 3 dimension, then this will happen in one single plane. Everything happens in one plane only. So these are 2 important laws when light is being reflected back via mirror, via plane mirror. This will happen. This law is applicable to all the reflecting surfaces. Now these laws are not only applicable to mirrors, but these laws are applicable to all the reflected surfaces. The surfaces which will be able to reflect the rays back. So all those surfaces will follow this reflection laws. Image formed by plane mirror is always. Now here we are talking about plane mirror. The mirror which we are using at our home. So how will be the image formation via those mirrors? So it will be virtual, it will be erect, it will be same size as object, and image will be far behind the mirror. Image will be far behind the mirror. So these are the characteristic property, and these are the properties, or this kind of image we will get it from the plane mirror. Along with the plane mirror which we are using at our home, we are going to study the curved mirror also. Now what all are this curved mirror? So curved mirror has a curved surface. Curved mirrors are commonly a spherical mirror. Why it is a spherical mirror? Because a reflecting surface will be a part of surface of the sphere. What is a sphere? If this is a sphere, then we are taking a one part of this spherical surface and we will make a mirror. If this is a sphere, then we are taking a one part of that sphere and we will polish either side, either towards this side or towards this side. It is depending upon which kind of mirror you want. If you are polishing towards this side, the side which is bulged out, that side you will polish, then it will become concave mirror, because light will fall on this and reflected from this. So this will become a concave mirror. If you will polish towards this side, what is the meaning of polish? When a polishing will happen towards the one side of the mirror, then it will be able to reflect. Otherwise it will be a simple glass, transparent glass. So any kind of silver lining we are putting on one side, only one side. If we are putting the side which is bulging out, so if towards that side we will put the polish, then this side will be used as a mirror. This side will be used as a mirror. So that is a concave lens. If the inside surface which is bulging in, that side we will put a polish, then this surface we will use as a mirror. Then that will be convex mirror. That will be convex mirror. So what is a spherical mirror? So spherical mirror is a part of sphere which we are using as mirror, and that is a part of surface of the sphere. Mirrors whose reflecting surface are spherical are called spherical mirror. Their reflecting surface are Either they are bulging out or they are going in or they are just curving inside like this, right? So either case they are a spherical mirror, but their names are different. If we will understand this with the help of a simple spoon, then this spoon will make us understand that how will be the reflecting surface. If we are talking about this surface, this curvy surface, then this will make a concave mirror. Similarly like this. So here the rays are falling on this and reflecting back. So this surface is a concave mirror. But if this side we are using as a mirror, then this will be a convex mirror, because here the rays are coming and reflecting back. So this is bulging out, whereas this is curved in, right? This is curved in. So this is, we can say that this is a concave mirror and this is a convex mirror. So you have to remember the names, that when we will say a concave mirror and when we will say a convex mirror. So if it is bulging out towards outside and this surface we are using for the reflection, then it is convex mirror. And when we are using the inside surface, then it is known as concave mirror. And both are known as spherical mirror. So going forward, we are going to study about spherical mirrors and their image formation. And we are going to study in detail about concave mirror and convex mirror. So don't forget to subscribe, learn yourself. I'll see you in next video. Till then, keep learning, keep sharing.